Okay, that's all from the relational algebra. We're going to talk about relational calculus. Contrary to relational algebra, which is a procedural query language to fetch data and which also explains how it is done, relational calculus is non-procedural query language and has no description about how the query will work or the data will be fetched. It only focuses on what to do and not on how to do it. Relational calculus exists in two forms. First, tuple relational calculus and domain relational calculus. To find set of all tuples S such that P of S is true, we write something like this: S, and then the condition is P of S. Example, list the name of all managers who earn more than 25,000. So we specify what we want to see: S dot first name, comma, S dot L name. Given that staff S and S dot position equals manager and salary S dot salary more than 25,000. So this is easier than the relational algebra, where we can only combine the S dot position with S dot salary using the AND symbol. It makes use of the list of attributes that need to be chosen from the relation based on the conditions. The difference between tuple relational calculus and domain relational calculus is domain relational calculus selects the attributes and not the whole tuples like the tuple relational calculus. So, for example, if f of d1, d2 until dn stands for a formula composed of a term, and d1, d2 until dn represent domain variable, then d1, d2 until dn, given that f of d1, d2 until dn is a general domain relational calculus expressions. Okay, for domain relational calculus, for example, we want to list the staff who manage properties for rent in Glasgow. So we write the DRC like this. Inside the bracket, we want to specify which attributes, which field we want to show. For example, we want to show the information about the staff number, first name, last name, position, sex, date of birth, salary, and branch number. And then after we specify all these attributes, we need to also specify the relation that define all those fields. So there exists SN1, city. These two attributes is the one that we need to use for join the table. So we specify the domain of these fields includes staff, property for rent, and also inside the staff we also need to mention the whole field that we need to include in the result. And then we put the operation AND for concatenate between this relation and these relations. And then for the last condition, we need to specify which key that can connect between those two relations. So for example, in the example, SN equals to SN1 and city equals to Glasgow. Okay, that's it for the relational calculus. And I hope you can enjoy the learning with me. So thank you for watching.